Hello, Feresteh.
Hi, Balu.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. Not bad. How are you?
I'm absolutely fine, thanks. So
Good.
you're ready for the interview?
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Baluji Srivastav, and I'm going to interview a very important guest for our blind.tv. No, sorry, it's called the blind.tv. Adab, namaskar, namaste, pranam. And I don't know how can you say in Farsi.
Dorud means
Dorud.
hello.
Yeah, Dorud.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, Feresteh ji, I would like to ask you some questions. And you tell me where have you come from and what was your situation in your country?
Hello, everybody. And it's my pleasure to get chance to talk to all of you. And thanks, Baluji, for the chance to talk to people. My name is Feresteh Khosrojerdi. I am originally in Iran. I can tell
Yeah,
you
so
more.
so you basically you are from Iran. And when did you come from Iran to Britain?
I came here in 2007.
And in what situation?
I came here, I took a lot of strong mental medication because I have been abused by family, by forced married husband, by society and everything. So
So
I
you were
wasn't really.
you were married in Iran,
Yes,
and that was a forced marriage or forced marriage.
yeah, because of the religious, and my parents asked me to do the forced marriage with the man who, which I really didn't know him.
And how were your parents with because of your blindness? How were your parents with you?
My parents were very religious, and they believe when you get a disabled or illness child, it means this is kind of God's punishment. So they never loved me, specifically my mom. And she always said to me, you know, it's a shame for a woman to have a disabled child, also the girl, you know. So I had two problems at the same time,
Yeah, so
being girl and being blind.
so you had a double whammy. Yeah, problem.
Yeah. So
Did you get education in Iran?
yes, you know, fortunately, I could go to boarding school in capital of Tehran, Iran called Tehran, and it called Reza Pahlavi, and I stayed there until revolution, Islamic revolution, and then again I've got a lot of problem because you know I used to sing, and because before the revolution we have opportunity to uh, you know to meet other peoples from different countries and do whatever you know we wanted to do, like you know they discovered our our abilities, and people had chance to, you know, do whatever he loved to do in the future. So, yeah, after revolution, I actually back to my family again, very unsafe and very tough situation. And then,
So I heard that you used to sing and people used to love your singing, and parents didn't like.
when you become blind, definitely music and a poem become part of you, part of your life.
چشم سیاه داریم قربان شبم من خانه کجا داریم مهمان شبم من چشم سیاه داریم قربان شبم من خانه
So
کجا داریم
I was the same, you know, but my parents didn't be aware. And I love to sing, and I went out and sing for people. I said, look, come here, listen to my voice. I have a beautiful voice. And I love people's reaction. They give me a hug and they said, oh yes, your voice is very emotion, full of feel. Yes, lovely. But my parents treated me very bad, and they thought the prostituted women are singing to find a man. But in my boarding school, I got chance to sing, and because we have a chorus, and you
So,
know,
so you were singing in a choir in
yes,
blind school. But
yes.
before blind school, when you were going out of the house sometimes to sing, when you were playing with children or singing, what was the treatment of your parents?
Yeah, because they thought this is unusual, so they treated me very bad,
How
and
did they treat you badly?
they kick me, they punish me in different situations. Sometimes send me out during the night, and sometimes, you know, treat me by belt or by different ways, different silly ways, pull, pulling my hair, and I don't know how to describe it. It was
Okay.
very sad.
Oh, that is very sad. Never mind. When did you become blind? And how did you become blind?
I was born blind because my parents get uh, inside family married. They are first cousins.
Right. Okay, so let's go to Britain. How did you come to Britain? Why? I mean, did you get the visa or did you have any opportunity?
Um, when I was in Iran, I was teacher. I was teaching in school. I was teaching computer, and also in special school I also teach braille and computer and some counseling.
That's
So
very good achievement. You have been not only blind girl and you have fought for it and you went to the hostel and you have uh, got education and you started teaching there because the basic part of your life was covered there. So how well almost how old you were when you came to Britain?
um, Mentally, I wasn't well because, as I mentioned, I had been abused very bad. But um, I fortunately I had a very nice friend. They were very helpful. They helped me to learn computer. And when I talk about computer, how computer can make life easier for blind people, people laugh on me and they thought I am a big liar. Until I did a big research about how computer can make blind people more independent. It was big research, and I during that time I was learning how to use the internet, and I find RNIB, and I get in touch with them um, by getting help from dictionary and explain I am teacher and I did that research, and they asked me to send a copy, and I explained I can send it, but I'm not able to translate it. They accept it. I send it to them, and then they invited me to come here to do um, mm, some workshops, have some training. And then when I came here, unfortunately, I don't know. On that time, it was unfortunately, but now when I am thinking about it, it's fortunately, I lost my bag, and it was nightmare for me because I was very scared to go to Iran embassy, um, and they didn't believe me, and they put me in trouble. So
So you lost your bag in the airport,
no, I lost my bag in train station.
train station.
Uh, yeah, when
But
I
but
wanted,
RNIB accepted you anyway,
yes,
and that was very nice of RNIB to help you to come here.
exactly.
And after that, you didn't go back to Iran, did you?
I didn't because, as I mentioned,
Yes, of course.
everything was in my bag, and I was very scared. And plus, on that time, I was very sick, mentally very sick, and take a strong medication. I was very scared to go to Iran embassy.
And do you still take medicines?
Oh, not as strong as the beginning. I am still taking some medication. It's just antidepressant.
And
Because
here you live alone?
I live alone, but I have a lovely dog. His name is Bruce. But with this coronavirus, my friends, sometimes my kind friends, which look after Bruce, do some shopping for me, and sometimes local volunteers do some shopping. I give them the list, and they do shopping and leave it behind the door.
Do you go for walk at time?
Unfortunately, no, because my friends are very worried because of my diabetic and my breathing, because they see people don't care about the keeping the distance. Yeah, they are
So
very hurt.
do you find in Iran generally or in here who are more helpful? British people are more helpful to you or the Iranian?
Uh, I remember last time when I went to Iran, my young brother treated me very bad. No,
In general, life is better here.
oh, definitely. Since I came here, I I didn't stay at home. I got my certificate in level 1 and level 2 English academic purposes, GCSE certificate in maths, and ICT engineering course certificate. So we need to give chance to people, disabled people, blind people. When people see the disabled, they shouldn't think, it's disabled. For instance, if this person is blind, all of the feeling, emotion, everything is blind. No, maybe, more sensitive emotions. So just believe whatever you see and don't make a story about disabled people. And I think disabled is not a good word. Maybe it's better to say disabled, because we are able in different ways. We can do something in different ways.
Now,
Exactly.
you're talking about Bruce. Bruce is a very nice dog we have seen.
As long as I remembered, I loved animals, specifically dog, and there is a story about it. When I was 3, 4 years old, as I mentioned, my mom specifically treated me in different ways. One of those punishment was, she sent me out in the night and then shout, "Dog, dog, come and eat this dirty girl."
Oh dear.
I was very scared. Can you imagine a blind person with with that situation,
Of course.
leaving, they left him alone, her alone. So I remembered one day when I was sitting and scaring, shaking my body, I feel something warm in my face, and I thought, "Oh no, this is the dog. It comes to eat me." So
Oh,
more scared, and then I said, "Okay, if it's here to eat me, why it doesn't start?" So I get myself a little bit opportunity to, you know,
stroke the
move
dog.
my hand and touch. And
Yeah.
I found, something nice and soft. And when I did, no, there is no reaction. Why? If he wanted to eat me, I am touching him. Why he doesn't want eat me? Why he doesn't bark? Why? Just asking a different question. And
Yeah.
then I let myself to actually touch the dog more, the face, the head, the ears, and then give him a hug. "Oh, you can be my friend." And
Oh,
then when my mom saw that situation, she again treat me very bad. "You touched a dirty animal like yourself." Since that time, my mom sent me out again, but and the dog, it was homeless dog. It came to me, and I became, I feel I have someone, and I hugged him and said, "Look, one day we will escape, we will live together, we will look after each other." And I love to do something, and my mom sent me out. I didn't mind. I love to go out and talk to my new friend.
yes.
And then my mom discovered, and so she stopped sending me out.
Mm.
But it became my dream.
Yeah.
One day I will definitely
And
will
the
have
dream has
a
come
dog.
true. Dream has
Yeah,
come
yeah,
true. The Bruce is with you.
yeah.
And are you using Bruce as a guide dog as well?
Yes, Bruce is a guide dog, but for me, it's not just a guide dog. For me, Bruce is everything.
Of course, I understand.
It's
But now
everything.
for
I
the
love
other
him.
people's information, I wanted to talk because blind people have got guide dogs, and so it's also a very important thing to talk about. So it guides you properly in places. You don't have any problem with the dog.
Um, yes, but people need to be aware. Dog and the person need to be matched. If they match, it works perfect.
Yes.
But otherwise, maybe they put the dog and the human in trouble. So matching the dog and the person is most important, the most important. But yes, when the dog had been trained properly, and then and the person know how to look after the dog, how to behavior with the dog, because when I was in Iran, people, as I mentioned, abused the dog. And few weeks ago, again, my friend sent a video. A family were killing a dog, cutting a dog's body, and I was very sad. I just immediately went out and walked out for a long time,
Well,
because
I'm very glad for you that you are in this country. In this country, people treat dogs very differently. Either they have got pet dogs or they use dogs as a guide dog for blind people, which is very wonderful. Now I want to change to the question. How is your singing going on in this country?
um, first of all, I I I really want to say my big thanks to Balu and Linda to give me opportunity to find myself again by, going on the um, stage and talk to people and give me freedom to talk about whatever was happened in the past on the stage and find a nice friend, and also try to, find myself as a people's voice, people's expression, because
So,
unfortunately in third world country, women always have a sad story. And imagine there is a hidden group which is disabled women. The situation is more difficult. So
it's everywhere the same. In India is the same. In Iran is the same. Afghanistan is the same. All
yeah,
these Indian subcontinent, especially, are difficult for disabled people and especially difficult for blind people. Uh,
exactly.
I can understand all that, and I think, ladies and gentlemen, you can also understand how it is difficult situation. But as far as singing is concerned, you were saying thanks to Balu and thanks to Linda, but actually it's thanks to Inner Vision, no? You joined the Inner Vision.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's why I said Balu and Linda, because first I met them and they give me chance to meet other people and then find Inner Vision Orchestra. What's meaning of Inner Vision? Perhaps they could go through the aim of this group and how important is this group for the blind people.
Well,
And
I'm very glad that you think that way. Inner Vision is Antardrishti is the third eye, and inner vision is to know yourself, basically.
we travel as a group in a good atmosphere. Some volunteers, nice volunteers, in very good atmosphere. People were very professional, and they really accept me kindly. I'm not a professional musician. Just I sing by heart. I'm not artist.
چشمان سرمست آهو با این پیوسته زنجیر گیسو با این قلب سرشار از آرزو گویم شرح عشقم را مو به مو.
That's the most professional, to sing with your heart, because people can look at the notes and they can sing, they can play, but is it really from the heart? When it comes from the heart, it has got special effect, and we know that, Feresteh, that how great singer you are, and everybody else who have heard your songs, they also know. On this question, I want to ask you, in how many languages you sing?
I speak English and Persian, but because I believe music is an international language, I sing in Turkey, in sometimes Arabic, Dari, which is very close to Farsi or Persian. Music is an international language.
Good. So you came in 2000 in Britain, and since then you have been no, 2000, and then yeah. So you have been here for about 20 years.
13 years, yeah.
Yeah, and 13 years you said. Okay. Okay, Feresteh. Thank you very much for giving your time to the blind.tv, and
Thank
please,
you
yeah,
to give me time.
please do log into theblind.tv.
روی تو کردم آشیانم منزل دلگویت ها نشد بهانم سری روی تو کردم آشیانم منزل دلگویت ها نشد بهانم
Hello, everybody. You are watching theblind.tv 24/7 channel run by blind people to show their activity. Please